get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it underneath.
That route is a man beater, and the quarterback knew exactly where to go with it. He got the look he wanted, put it out in front of the receiver, let him do the rest, yards after the catch, setting up 1st and goal.
1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Looking for a man. It's Coffee. Here's the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to throw it again. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cougars. Fit it in the window for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He'll start this drive firing. Coming out aggressively. Finds a man on the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
He's got it.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Seminoles. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man.
And the ball slipped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Man, that's kind of a kick to the gut, because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're working that left side. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Seminoles are rolling down the field. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for...
Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And they're not on the same page there.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Extending the play. Now he'll fire back into the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He tries to take the top off. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Coffee. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires downfield. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Got him downfield. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Cougars just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Coffee. Using the quick game. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll try the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
His QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He slides that just inside the right upright. But wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. Sometimes on field goal block, you just want to take the win and let them kick it. The roughing the kicker penalty gives the offense a fresh set of downs. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Coffee. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Brings him to the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Complete to the left. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Fires to the right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires left. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put...
Gets away from one. He's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He makes the catch. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Noles have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game.
Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Fires complete on the crosser. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab, it's Darrisaw. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's McAllister. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's McAllister. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
With the catch, it's Bobo. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
It's complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Mississippi State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the running back. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Got it set up on the outside. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a quick throw out to the left. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's a first down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Leaves it with the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra.
Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Moffitt. At the 45 on his way. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Quick completion on the out route. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Darrisaw. Tripped up for the tackle.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Finds a tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.